Right, it's time to hygge. Yeah, let's do some hygge with activity 4:15, Arhats and Bodhisattvas. Yeah. Now, the first question is: a bodhisattva's vow is, however innumerable sentient beings are, I vow to save them. What does this vow tell about the role of the bodhisattva? Well, the role of the bodhisattva is to help other beings reach their enlightenment. And it doesn't matter how many there are, how many beetles there are, how many tigers there are, how many every living thing with a sentient feelings is on their way through samsara to become humans. And when they become humans, that's when they need to reach enlightenment. And the bodhisattva has said the vow, I will stay in samsara until every single being, sentient beings, has reached enlightenment. So that is the role. Yeah, make sure that every being in the world has reached enlightenment. What a task. Task 2 and task 3 are quite something. So let's take it here. It says first, give one reason why some Buddhist might consider it easier to become a bodhisattva than an arhat. The reason given is that it's all about compassion, and compassion is a human tendency. So we will always have this idea about being compassionate. So it's a natural thing to be compassionate to others. So they don't have to try to do something they're not already perhaps doing. They just have to try and do it all the time. And the second thing is that they are all trying to be these 6 perfections. And the 6 perfections are being generous, morality, patience, energy, meditation, and wisdom. Again, it's something positive, it's something you can do. And that is collecting liberties for all human beings, basically. So it's something that we can do as humans. We can be generous, we can be moral, we can be patient, and so forth. So they're just holding on some skills. And then the second thing is, when you're doing this, you do not have to do it on your own. You do not have to sit in a little hut like the arhats do and just meditate forever on your own. No, being a bodhisattva means you are out in the community, helping the community. So you can be a teacher, you can go out there and do things, you can go around the world and, oh yeah, here I come, here I'm a big bodhisattva, I'm going to help you. I have reached enlightenment, I'm going to help you. So it's an outward role, and that makes it easy. If you want to know what's not so easy about it, is that you have to stay in that role until the whole world has reached enlightenment. But that's not the question. This is why it's easy. And then question 3 is, why might it be easier to become an arhat? Well, that's the other side of the coin, is that this time you only have to think about yourself. So it's quite strict what you have to do. You just have to sit in that hole, sit in that Buddhist monastery, meditate. It's quite given what you have to do. You have to sit and meditate for a long time. You have to give up all the possessions, and you don't have to interact with anybody else. So it's quite me focused, and that for some might be easier. And you can join a sangha, which is a monastery, to help with that. So just give up everything and just meditate. Somebody might see that easy. And you might wonder, why is it difficult? It's difficult because you're still competing with your 3 poisons inside. Then the next questions here, this is a big task, and this keeps going on and on. And the next task is this about many Tibetan quotations. Buddhists consider the Dalai Lama to be an earthly bodhisattva. How might each of the following quotations help to suggest that the Dalai Lama is a bodhisattva? And the first one is, it's a quote called Tenzin Gyatso, which is the 14th Dalai Lama. The current Dalai Lama is the 16th. And he says, generosity is the most natural outward expression of the inner attitude toward compassion and loving kindness. And the question is, was the 14th Dalai Lama, Tenzin Gyatso, was he generous? Yes, he was. And I'll give you 4 examples here, and you can write 1, 2, 3, 4, then I can see you actually seen this video here. Number 1 was that he shared his teachings with the world. Number 2 was he committed to global peace. 3, he gave material support for the Tibetan refugees when they were kicked out of China. And 4, he did not accumulate a personal wealth. Even though he was leader of the Tibetan movement, he didn't. He was died a poor man. He gave all away. So that's 4 examples that he was generous. The second quote on page 91 is, "Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible." That's another thing that Tenzin said. Was he kind? Yes. Once again, 4 things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Write the numbers so I can see you see in this video. He was he did advocacy for non-violence all over the world. 2, he took in the Tibetan refugees, was also kind. And 3, he spoke up for all people. He had respect. Number 3 is he had respect for all faith. And 4, he spoke up on behalf of all oppressed. So that's him being kind. The third one is, a disciplined mind leads to happiness, and an undisciplined mind leads to suffering. And that is the idea that he would rise up. There's 5 things here. 5 things. He would rise up very early in the morning. He would meditate, and he would practice the precepts and the 5 all the teachings. He would do that religiously. He always did nice speech. 2, 3, he was non-violent, and 4, he had a really good work ethics. He worked a lot, and 5, he was always in emotional control, and that means exemplary discipline. So yeah, I don't think you can do this activity actually without listening to the video unless you do a lot of research yourself. But there you are. Cheers, thanks, bye.